Welcome everybody to T-Mobile G Slate unboxing. Well, some sort of unboxing anyway. I bought this yesterday, brand new, from T-Mobile, and I've already had a chance to play around with it a little bit since yesterday. Obviously, when you buy a new toy, you want to play around with it. But I do want to show you guys what comes in the box. What are some good things to look out for? What are some bad things so far that I've seen? And, you know, it's not an in-depth review because, obviously, only having it 24 hours, you really don't know how a device is going to act. Anyway, for at least a week to 2 weeks. So in a week, I'm going to do a full-on review of the G Slate. But first, I wanted to kind of show you what is in the box, what to expect from it, some things that I already like, some things that I don't like. And we'll go into that right now. So inside the box, of course, you would have the unit yourself. We don't actually have that in the box because it is sitting here next to me. But inside the box, you get the instruction booklet and warranty information, whatnot. You really don't need an instruction booklet with this. You get a pair of 3D glasses, because if you didn't know, T-Mobile's G Slate you can watch 3D videos on, and you could also shoot 3D videos, so it's really cool. Then we have a USB to, well, micro USB to a regular USB plug. Not quite sure what this is used for because the unit does come with this USB wire, which is a, I apologize for anything in the background, it's just this box is huge. I can't zoom in like I was on the other stuff. It comes with a micro USB cord, and I'm going to get into that in just a second. Then we have the charger over here. This is the charger. It's not one of those USB connector ones, but this is the plug, and I'm going to get into that in just a second. Alright, and then let's get all this out of the way. Just move that right over here onto the bed. And then we have the beast itself. I should have cleaned it up a little bit, but whatever. You can see it. It's pretty clear. Let's just zoom in on it now. Here we go. There we go. Okay. So, T-Mobile G Slate. Alright, so some things that I already like and some things that I don't like. Right off what comes in the box. I don't like the fact that the charger is a LG, it's that weird cylinder shape. I like phones or devices that have either the micro USB or the mini USB as their charger, because those are universal and you can use them with any charger. And being that I do have both a BlackBerry and a G2, it would come in, you know, it would be really cool if it had the same port as these two, because I could charge them all off the same charger. Now that might not be the case for you guys. You might have like a different phone, might not really care about that, but that's something big to me, and I just wish that all these devices coming out would be kind of standardized with a micro USB charging port. Now while the device does have micro USB and mini HDMI right there, let's see if we could get this to focus. Yeah, there we go. That is, you know, still you can't use it to charge, you can only use it to transfer data. So that is one thing that I wish that would be there. Another thing is no headphones came in the box. What is that, LG? If you're watching this, stick some headphones in the box. Not that I don't have any and that you know, that's a big deal to me, but when we're buying a product, especially since this thing is so expensive, you should at least include a headset. Honestly, that's what you should do, because, and I'll get into that in when I go a little bit more hands-on with it, but the speakers on it are not so great unless you're in a closed room like this, and I'll show you guys what I mean. Okay, so besides that, those are just the things that came in the box that I didn't really like, or didn't come in the box that I don't like. But we're going to take a brief look at the device itself. So let's turn off the screen here and let's take a look at it. So we have an 8x9 inch full touchscreen display, and it's heat sensitive, it's not pressure sensitive. I forget what they call it. I think it's either, no, I forgot what it is. I guess I should have done a little research, but alright, so then as we saw before, let's see if we get a little bit focused on those. Yeah, the micro USB and mini HDMI. This is the mini HDMI right here, micro USB. There you go, focus. Yes, nice, okay. So that is that's what's you know, done at the bottom of this device. Then over here to the side, we have where the charger goes in. We have the headphone jack, which is 3.5 jack. Well, you know, that's pretty good. We have the power button right here, and you can see the plastic is still on, and I haven't even taken it off. And then this is actually a speaker. These speakers, there's actually two on this side, on the opposite side, and then there's one on this side. So it does have stereo sound. However, the speakers are not that powerful for what I'd like. You can barely hear it. I tried just using it in my car without plugging it into my audio jack, and you can really barely hear the sound. It's really hard to hear. And my car is a brand new car. It's very quiet, so you know it's not like there was a bunch of noise in the background. It's just really quiet speakers, and I'm going to show you those in just a second. On the top, we have the volume toggle and the microphone. Yeah, volume toggle, microphone. And then on the back, we have two 5 megapixel cameras with a flash. And then the silver band that says Google. And then over here it says LG. And at the top it says T-Mobile. These actually shoot in 3D, which is a cool feature about this device. Now, that might not be a selling point and why you should buy it, but I really like the 3D. In fact, that I can, make 3D videos actually for YouTube itself and be able to show you guys, some cool stuff in 3D both on this channel or on my gaming channel that I also have. So, some other interesting facts about the G Slate. It's running Honeycomb 3.0, which is very nice. That's one of the biggest selling points for me. Not that you can't get it on any other device, but you do get the full experience with this. T-Mobile and Google didn't weigh it down with any of those really extra applications that usually come on Android devices nowadays. It's got the full Google experience. So the size of the device, it's 5.9 inches from top to bottom this way, and then it's 9.6 this way. Now, the biggest thing for this is I use my old tablet. I have the Samsung Galaxy Tab. I use it as navigation in my car. And that, I believe, it's a 7-inch screen, and it's a little bit smaller. The entire size of it is about the screen size. As a matter of fact, let me pull it out here, and I will show you guys. I apologize for the rustling, but... Okay. So, the Samsung Galaxy Tab, which we have right here. Alright? This, you can see, is about the size of this screen. Okay? So that just shows you how much bigger this device is. And obviously the tablet is only running Android 2.2, so it's not running Honeycomb or the Samsung Tab. And yeah, so that's one good thing is the 3.0 and the bigger display is nice, but I would like a smaller device. Just me, my personal preference. Battery usage, now what I haven't personally seen really what the battery is capable of yet, because obviously I've only had it for a day, but they say that it runs for 9 hours continuous. Is that true? I'm not sure yet. I will let you know in my full end review. The processor, it's 1 gigahertz dual core processor. It's a NVIDIA. That is pretty awesome. It's really fast, and I will show you here what I mean by really fast. So here you have the lock screen, which is a lot different than most Androids. Alright, so basically we have a lot of multitasking applications. So I can go into Angry Birds, and then say I wanted to go into Maps. If switch is very fast, notice no slowdown whatsoever. And then we can go into Camera, and you can't see anything on the, well, a little bit, there you go. Yeah, but like you see how quick it is. Switching between applications like this, say on the Samsung Tab for instance, is not really capable of switching that fast. There is a bit of lag in between everything. And that is, that's unfortunate, but this has a kick-ass processor, excuse my language, but it does. A few other interesting facts is the 3D camera. Like I said, I was going to show you guys. So if you go to 3D camcorder, it's kind of hard to see, but basically it shoots it with the red and blue. So you can put on the red and blue glasses that come with it, and you will be able to shoot in 3D. You see my fingers back there. If you wanted to say shoot in real 3D, the kind of 3D that you see in movie theaters, you could change it to mixed, and then you'll have just two side-by-side images of the same color, so you don't have to wear the red and blue glasses. The red and blue glasses will hurt your eyes after a while, so that is good to incorporate the mixed. It also includes the regular recording, and then it also has the side-by-side, which is very awkward to watch, but it does have that. So that is one cool thing about the the LG Slate that is different, or the LG G Slate that is different than a lot of tablets out there. None other tablets on the market have a 3D camera. And now, while that might not be the coolest thing out there, because 3D isn't really that great, but it is a nice feature to have. So you're probably wondering, how much does this thing cost? Where can you get it? Well, it's $750. That's actually what I paid for it, just outright, without a plan or anything with that. If you wanted to get it with the plan, they give you a discount down to $529 with a 2-year contract through T-Mobile. You could get this on T-Mobile.com or any selling websites that T-Mobile may have, like Amazon or what is that one? Let's Talk or anything like that. Walmart maybe might have it. But all in all, I do like the fast processor. Just a few things I wish were included on here in the box. It would have been nice. But all in all, it's a fairly stable device, and I haven't run into any issues yet. Like I said, I'm going to do a full-on review once I've had it for about a week, and we will go in-depth with everything, and I will show you all there is to it. And and there is a front-facing camera. I forgot to mention that. It's right here. I believe it is a 3 megapixel, I want to say. No, 2 megapixel. 2 megapixel in the front for video chatting. And that's about it, guys. If you want to see anything more specific on the hands-on review when I do it, leave it in the comments below. As far as this goes, I will try and incorporate it. Or if you want to see any applications running on this device itself, I will install them and I will show you what it looks like so you guys will know. Because everything does look different on a big screen. I mean, I could show you the marketplace just real quick, and you can tell that instantly it's not like the regular marketplace. It's huge. You got all the the recommended or special apps today, and then you have different categories right here, and then you have the categories here. They really mapped out Honeycomb very nice, I have to say. After playing with it for just a day, I really love the Honeycomb experience. But it's it does have its flaws in some areas, which I will go into in the review once I get more in depth and learn the device more. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this review. Leave any comments if necessary. If you want to know anything, I will try and answer them. If not, I will answer them in the next video. And have a nice day.